Hello, hello guys. So we are live. Sorry for that. I was little late. Okay, sorry that I'm little late. Let me drop the URL in the group. Okay. So yeah, just a second. I will just drop the URL in all the groups. Uh, Today we are going to see about the Node.js. Why Node.js directly? Because I just encountered the error like we can connect MongoDB with Node.js directly, and for PHP there are lots of things we need to consider because that's why I just seeing that for like let's complete the let's complete the Node.js first, then we'll move towards the MongoDB. Okay, so like we are going forward to the marine stack. So mean stack. Uh, let's see mean or marine. So that's why. So let's see. So that's why I just hoping that let's complete the Node.js first, then we'll complete the. Uh, so wait just a second. Join all of you. Join all of you. I'm waiting. Okay. Sorry. Join all of you. Yeah, welcome to my stream. So today we are going to start the Node.js introduction to Node.js. We'll start with the Node.js first because yesterday when I was connecting the MongoDB to with the PHP, that I came to know that in for connecting MongoDB with PHP there are lots of things that we need to consider. So that's why I'm not like going with the PHP, but let's try with the MongoDB first, and let's try to complete the MongoDB. Then we'll try connecting the like let's try connecting the MongoDB with the Node.js. Okay, so hello everyone. Just a second. Yeah. So today we are starting with we are starting with the Node.js today. Okay, just like and share with your friends and subscribe for more live streams. So this is the 100 days learning challenge. In this 100 days learning challenge, we are going to learn new things, daily new things. Okay, so now in the last lives, we are just learning the MongoDB. But when I was connecting the MongoDB with the uh, with the PHP, that where then I just came to know like there are lots of things we need to consider before connecting the MongoDB with the PHP. So there are like there are lots of we need to consider the PHP version, then the PHP driver, MongoDB PHP driver. So that's why there are lots of things. So what I just came to is the solution that we can connect MongoDB with Node.js directly. So we today we'll start with the MongoDB. Sorry, today we'll start with the Node.js first. Okay, so let's start with the introduction part. Okay, so I'm also learning first time Node on Node.js. So this is like the 100 days learning challenge. You and me will be learning the Node.js together and the main stack together. Basically, we'll learn the main stack together. Okay, okay, just a second. So 8 minute, 'introduction to Node.js'. Let's start with the official uh, documentation of Node.js. Okay, their official Node.js documentation. Let's start introduction to Node.js. Let's see what is Node.js first, and then we'll go towards the installation of Node.js. Okay, so Node.js is an open source and cross-platform JavaScript environment, runtime environment. It is a popular tool for almost any kind of project, right? Okay. Node.js runs the version 8 JavaScript engine, the core Google Chrome outside of the browser that allows Node.js to be very prominent. Okay. And the Node.js app runs in a single process without creating a new thread for every request. Node.js provides a set of acronyms and I/O input-output primitives in its standard library that prevent JavaScript code for blocking. And generally, libraries in the Node.js are written using non-blocking paradigms. Okay, making blocking behavior the exception rather than the norm. No. Okay. So when Node.js performs an input-output operation like reading from the network, accessing the database or the file system, right? Instead of blocking the thread and wasting CPU cycles waiting, Node.js will resume the operation when the response comes back. Nice. This allows Node.js to handle thousands of concurrent connections with a single server without introducing the burden of managing thread concurrency, which could be a significant source of bugs, right? Node.js has a unique advantage because millions of front-end developers that write JavaScript for the browser are now able to write the server-side code in addition to the client code without the need of learning a complete different language. Wow, that's great. In Node.js, the new ECMA scripts standards can be used without problems. Nice. As you don't have to wait for all your users to update their browser, you are in charge of deciding which ECMA script version to use by changing the node version, and you can use enable specific experimental features by running Node.js with flags. That's great. Features of the Node.js. Okay, what is more? Uh, wait a second. What is more? An example Node.js application. The most common example hello world of Node.js is a web server. Wow, this is the mode. This is the example of hello world. So this is the code. Yeah. So constant HTTP require node HTTP, right? Host name and port is 3000, right? This is the basic port of Node.js. Okay, constant server, HTTP create server. Okay, this is creating the server and ending with hello world in the hello world and new space, line space. Okay, server listen port hostname, console log server running at HTTP hostname port, right? So to run the shipment, save it as a server.js file and run node server in your terminal. The first code includes the Node.js HTTP module. The Node.js has fantastic standard library, including first-class support for networking, right? The create server method HTTP creates a new HTTP server. Okay, so this is the basic code. Then in this case, JavaScript. Okay, set reader, content type, text explain, JavaScript language, reset and receive and hello world. Okay, so yeah, so this was the example of Node.js. Just a second. Just a second. So yeah, so this is the introduction of Node.js. So let's see the installation of Node.js. So Node.js can be installed. It is an open source software, so it can be installed using the GitHub. Okay. So yeah. So let's go towards the download, and the post highlights a common, okay, more very convenient way to install Node.js through the package manager. In this case, every organization has its own other package manager for Mac OS, Linux, Windows are listed in package manager. Okay, download. Okay, so this is for the Windows installer. So let's install the Node.js. Okay, and NVM is popular way to run Node.js. It allows you to easily switch the Node.js version and install new version to try. Okay. In case Node is installed, if you have Node executable program in the command line. Okay. Let's install the MSI of Node.js. Okay. Just a second. Yeah, it's installed. Let's click on this and let's install the Node.js now. Okay. Yeah, let's do next. Accept the license. Sorry, accept the license and next folder is programs files next.js. Okay. What is this? Select the way you features to be installed. Click the icons and try to change the feature. Okay. Node.js runtime. No. Next. Automatically install necessary tools. Yeah. Next. Install. Okay. So this will install the next.js. Let's wait for the installation completion. Okay. Let's wait so that the installation is completed. Validating installed. Alright. Okay. Removing files. Updating. Okay. Okay. Eh? I guess Node.js is already installed in my PC. I forgot to see that if Node.js is already installed, but no problem. We'll install fresh new Node.js. Okay. It's installing, removing the packages and installing new packages. So it will be a fresh new Node.js for us. Okay. So this was the installation part, and we'll create a normal Node.js file today and server, and we'll run the hello world program today. Finish. Okay, let's wait for updating the. Okay, it will let it updates. Let's wait for updation. Okay, yes, yeah. So why I'm not using the camera, because there are some let me think what are they. Okay, so Python is installing. Nice. Python was already installed. You have Python installed version available based on your our sources. Okay. Okay. Is there anything that is going in the backend? No. Installing the another things. Okay, installing 64 Python 12. Right, install just install it. This is the extra installation part. Okay, so this is like the additional things that we did that is needed. So it's installing that things. So let it complete. Let it complete. Okay, restricting write permission to we can automatically uninstall. Environment like path has changed. Close and reopen share to see the changes. Okay, something has just happened, and let me wait for some time. Let's see if there is anything more in the backend. Let's see. Is the Node.js installed? Yeah, I guess yes, the Node.js is installed, and we can go see the Node.js. Yeah, so Node.js is installed, right? So this is the Node.js. Okay, so this is the Node.js command line. Okay, everything is installed. Now let's check the documentation. How much JavaScript do you need to know? So let's see. As a beginner, it is hard to get a point where you can confident enough to in your programming abilities. The learning while learning to code, you might also be confused at where does the JavaScript end and where Node.js begins and vice versa. What is recommended to learn before diving with Node.js? Uh, Lexical structure, expression, data types, classes, variables, function, this operator, arrow function, loops, scope, array, template retrievals, strict mode, ECMS script 2015, okay, and beyond. So this is the recommendation. Like before starting Node.js, you need to know about these things, and with those concepts in mind, you are well on your road to become a proficient JavaScript developer in both browser and in the JavaScript Node.js. Okay, so yeah, acronym programming. The following concepts are also like the following concepts are also key to understand acronymous programming, which is the fundamental parts of Node.js. Acronymous programming and callbacks, timers, promises, assign and await from this is the JavaScript part, closure, the event loop. Okay, so this is about the JavaScript. Difference between Node.js and the browser. Let's see. Both the browser and Node.js uses JavaScript as their programming language. Building apps that run in browser is completely different thing than building a Node.js application. Despite the fact that is always JavaScript, there are some key differences that make the experience radically different. Okay, from the perspective of a front-end developer who extensively uses JavaScript, Node.js apps bring with them a huge advantage. The comfort of programming everything, the front-end and back-end is in a single language. Wow, that's a great thing. You have a huge opportunity because we know how hard it is to fully deeply learn a programming language, and by using the same language to perform all your work on web, both the client and your server will in a unique position of advantage. What changes in the ecosystem? Let's see. In the browser, most of the time, what you are doing in interacting with the DOM or web app platform APIs like cookies, right? Uh, and does not exist in Node.js. Of course, you don't have document window and all the other objects that are provided by browser. Great. Okay. And in the browser, we don't have nice APIs that Node.js provide to its module. We don't have all the nice APIs that Node.js. Okay, so Node.js provides also the like they are saying that Node.js also provides some extra APIs that the browser doesn't. Like it's right, it's good. Okay, in modules like the file system access functionality. Another big difference is that in Node.js you can control the environment unless you are building an open source application that anyone can deploy anywhere. You can know which version of Node.js you will run the application on, right? Compared to the browser environment, where you don't get the luxury to choose what the browser your visitor will use. Okay, this is very convenient. This means that you can write all the method for modern ES 2015 plus JavaScript that your Node.js version supports. Since JavaScript moves so fast, but browser can be a bit slow to upgrade. Sometimes on the web you are stuck with the older JavaScript ECMS script release. You can use Babel to transform your code to the ESP5 compatible before shipping it to the browser, but Node.js you don't won't need. Okay, so there are lots of advantages. So they are telling about the advantage of using Node.js. Another difference is that Node.js supports both command line JS, common JS and ES module system. So since Node.js version 12, while in the browser you are starting to see the ES module standard being implemented. In practice, this means that you can use both require and import in the Node.js while you are limited to import in the browser. That's great. So these are some great things about Node.js. So let's see the version 8 JavaScript engine. Version 8 is the name of JavaScript engine that powers Google Chrome. It is the thing that takes our JavaScript and executed it while browsing with Chrome. Version 8 is JavaScript engine, that is the it process and executed JavaScript code. The DOM and other web platform APIs, they all mark up runtime environment and provide the browser. Okay. The cool thing is that JavaScript engine is independent of the browser. Okay, in which it hosted. The key feature node enables the rise of Node.js was chosen. Okay, exploded. We had become the engine that now powers an incredible amount of server side written in JavaScript. The Node.js ecosystem is huge, and thanks to V8, which also powers desktop apps with projects like Electron. Okay, other JS engines, Firefox has SpiderMonkey, Safari has JavaScript core, right? Edge as originally based on Chakara, but has more recently been rebuilt using Chromium and V8. Well, okay, and many other exist as well. The twist of programmers version 8 is written in C++ and it's continuously improved. It is portable and runs on Mac, Windows, Linux, and several other systems. This is about JavaScript. All things are about JavaScript. An introduction to no NPM package manager. Okay. So introduction to NPM. Okay, latest. Okay, so this is starting of Node.js basically. NPM is the standard package manager for Node.js. Okay, in September 22, over 21 million packages were reported being listed in the NPM registry, making it biggest single language code repository on the earth. And you can sure that's great. Like 21 million packages are in the NPM. Like through NPM, you can really download like executive to 2.1 million packages. That's a great thing. Okay, it started as a way to download and manage dependencies of Node.js packages. Okay, RAN and PNP are alternatives of NPM's command line. You can check out them as well. Okay, package manages download and dependencies on your project, installing all dependencies. If project has package.json file by running, okay, npm install. Okay, it will install everything the project needs in the module. Okay, folder. Okay, creating it if it's not existing already. Furthermore, since npm file the command adds to package.json file dependencies. Okay, often you will see more flags added to this command like save dev install. Okay, so these are some packages that will be installed in your file. So shortened of the flags can be used SDO, like save dev, save optional. Okay, so difference between dependencies and dependencies, dev dependencies and dependencies is that formal content development tools like testing library, while the latter is bundled with the application product. Okay, nice. Updating packages, so npm update. and npm will check all packages for a newer version that satisfies your versioning constraint. Okay, versioning. In addition of plain download, npm also manage versioning. You can specify a specific version of package or require a version higher. Okay, so like you can write this code npm install package name and version. Okay, so it will download the that version of the package. Great. Okay, running task. Okay, npm run task name. Okay, for example, JavaScript start dev node libraries. Okay, so it's very common to use feature of Webpack. So this is the code of Webpack, and so instead of typing those long commands, okay, which is easy to forget of misstep. So this is a JSON code, and this is a npm code. See, right? That's a great thing. Then, okay, so ECMA script. Okay, so this is about ECMA. ECMA Node.js built-in adjusts modern versions by keeping updated the latest release of engine. We ensure new features from JavaScript, ECMA specification and brought to Node.js developer in timely manner, as well as continued performance and stability improvements. Right, all shipping features which stable on default Node.js and do not require any kind of runtime flag. So they are telling that all shipping features which versionate contents like consider stable are turned on default on and like on by default on Node.js. Okay, like it will be added by default on your Node.js and do not require any kind of runtime flag. Okay, that is also a great thing. The website Node Green wrote excellent overview about over supported ECMA features. So this is about ECMA. And okay, let's see Node.js is different between deployment and production. So what is the difference between deployment and development and production? So you can different configuration for production and deployment environments. Node.js assume it always running in a development, sorry, development environment. You can single Node.js that you can run in production by setting node env production environment variable. This is usually done in executing the command, okay, in the shell, but it's better to put in your shell configure file bash profile with the say bash shell used because otherwise the setting does not precise in case of system restart. Okay, you can also apply environment variable by pretending it to your application initialization command. Okay, this environment variable is convention that is widely used in external libraries as well. Setting the environment to production generally ensures that login is kept to a minimum essential level. For more caching levels take place to optimize performance, like for example, POG, the templating library used by Express, compiles the debug mode if is not set production. Express views all the compiled in every request in development mode, while in production they are caged. There are many more examples. You can use conditional statement to execute code in different environments. Okay, so this is the conditional statement. Like if it is development mode, then they will like this code will executed. If it is production mode, then it will this code will run. And if production staging includes this, then this code will run. So this is the conditional statement. For example, in Express app, you can use these to set different handles for environment. Okay, so you can also check this. Okay, okay, and then there is Node.js with TypeScript. You can use TypeScript also. Okay, is trendy open source language maintained by developed by Microsoft. It is loved and used to. It's loved and used by a lot of software developers around the world. Basically, it is a sorry, it is a superset of JavaScript that adds new capabilities to the language. So this is TypeScript. Okay, you can also use TypeScript in the in your app and acronyms work. So is there anything regarding? Okay. So the usual way to run Node.js program is to run global variable called node app.js. If your node main application file is app. You can call it by typing app.js. Okay. And about the you are explicitly telling that the shell to run the script. You can also embed this information in your JavaScript file with a shebang line. That shebang is the first line in the file and tells the OS which interpreter is used for running the script. Below is the first line of JavaScript. So before starting the code, you can write this line in your JavaScript file. Above, we are explicitly giving the absolute path of the interpreter. Sorry, yeah. Okay, there is interpreter. Not all operating system have node in the main folder, but all should have env. You can tell the OS to run env with node as parameter. Okay, so this is that pass with string argument. So this is the basic like how to read environment variable, how to use node repel, then output to command line using Node.js except input from the command line to Node.js. So this was about the everything introduction to Node.js. Let's see anything different. So this is of okay. Okay. So Node.js is only this much. Wow. Oh, Node.js is from this here to here, only here. Okay. And Node.js MySQL is from here to here. Node.js MongoDB is from here to here. Wow. Let's that's great. So let's see this documentation also. So Node.js is an open source server environment, right? Node.js is free. Node.js runs various platforms. Node.js uses JavaScript on server. Why? A common task for web server can be open a file on the server and return the context to the client. Here is how PHP and ASP handles a file request. Send the task to compute file system ready to handle the next request. Okay, can generate dynamic page content, can create open, read, write, delete, and close files, collect form data. Okay, add, delete, modify data in your database. Know what Node.js file? Node.js files contain tasks that will be executed on certain events. A typical event is someone trying to access a port on the server. Okay, file must be initiated on server before having any effect. Node.js files have extension .js. Okay, so let's get started with Node.js. Download Node.js from here. We already downloaded. Getting started. Once you download the Node.js, install Node.js on your computer. Let's try to display hello world in your browser. Create a Node.js file named myfirstjs. Add the following code. So let's start VS Code and let's create a new window here. 100 days live stream, and in this code, let's write node.js. Okay, and in this we will execute the node.js. Okay, and in this we will execute the node.js. So what is the file name of node.js? My first, okay, sorry, my first JavaScript. Okay, let's keep the file name. Okay, and let's write this code. Let's see what it does. Okay, HTTP require HTTP. It will call require dot HTTP, and okay, okay, create server function. It will create a server. Okay, and content type hello world. It will listen 8880. Okay, save this file in your computer. User your name. Okay, the code tells the computer to write hello world if any web browser tries to access your computer on port 8080. For now, you don't have to understand the code. It explain later. Command line interface. Node.js file must be initiated in the command line interface program to in your computer. How to open a command line interface on your command depends on the operating system. Okay, navigate to the folder that contains the command line interface window. Should look something like this. Okay, so we'll use this command line. Okay, and what is the code like node? Okay, let's write it here. Error throw like okay, address already in use 8080 is already in use. Okay, port 8080 is already in use. How it can possible? Let's see. 8080 Tomcat server. Okay, so it is Tomcat server. Your computer works as a server. If anyone tries to access your port, it will get hello world message in return. Start the internet or type HTTP local. Let's see. Okay, username and password. Hmm, okay. The error occurs. Application is trying to listen already being used by another process. Uh, okay, means that a port is already being used. This can happen in the multiple node application running in the same. To check the which process you can task manager on Windows. If okay, you can do this using netstat command on Linux or the task manager in Windows. Let's see the task manager and if different Node.js application is running. Let's see. Let's see. Tomcat. Let's search for Tom. No. So where the server is database server is not at 8080. So let's search for 8080 server. I guess I'm not able to find that. Just a second, let me check. Hmm, MySQL is to be. Let's end this task for now. And anything different. Hmm, no. So where I can find. You can also try running your application in different for two ways. You can use Flag uh, when starting application for you want to run your application on port 3000. You could use the command. Okay, let's try running the code 0p and what is the command like 3000. Okay, let's try any error on under error 800 already in use. Okay, let's see. Uh, my first JS model compiler internet internal extension load error on server instant submitted process tracking query no listen port address 8080. So 8080 is already running, but how can I find the port? How can I find the port? How can I find the port? Uh, Local service. So let's. Is there anything in this? Okay. Now there is a new error called localhost 800 is already used. Once you have fixed error should start. Okay. Port already used by. Okay. Constant port 3080. This will free up the port allowing start Node.js. But is the process ID. Okay, so I need to find process PID 80808080. No, but I don't know the PID of these. So how can I just let's see if we find something, or we can do is open our XAMPP folder. XAMPP. Let's see. Opening our XAMPP, and in that there is a Tomcat. So what can we do is we can change the port of Tomcat in the XAMPP. Let's try this. Let's try this. Yeah, it's a Tomcat, and if we start Tomcat, attempting Tomcat, it is starting or not. Let's see. Tomcat could not find 32 Twitter. Okay. Okay. So port is used by this. Okay. Okay. So we can delete the we can end this. So c dot app dot just let me copy this. Let's go to here new. Let's put this, and okay, in this there is a file called tnslnr tnslnr t okay okay tnslnr. Okay, so this file is running. So in the task manager I should find this one. Let's search. Nothing is there. Yeah. Yes. Okay, so let's end this task. Okay, now the port will be free. Yes. Yes. Now we can use the allow. Yes. Now we can use this. Yes. Let's go of this. Let's go to port. Yeah. Hello. Yes. We worked. We completed our first Node.js code. And congratulations. Congratulations. Okay. So we just created the Node.js code. That's great. What if I write hello world? This is Atharu. It will get updated. No. Should I write the code again? Should I write the code again? Address is already in used. Lol. So how we can end these? Okay, modules. So what are module in Node.js? So this is okay. So how we can exit the port? How we can exit the port now? Anyone knows? Okay. So how we can end close the server? How to close the node server? Using Control C key. Okay, Control C. Great. That's great. That's great thing. Okay, so using Control C key, we can stop the uh, or process exit function. Okay, Control C key is the most common way to close the Node.js server. To use the method, simply press Control C and in the terminal window where this okay. Okay. Mm, so let's copy this code also and let's paste it here. Let's keep this in the above. Okay, and now let's write the code again. Hmm. I don't want like to cut the okay. The server is on again. Hello world, this is a server. That's really great thing. Like congratulations, we written our first code in Node.js, and let's stop the code right with this command, and then there is a process called exit. We can delay this. Okay, I guess there will be a method to delay this. Then yeah, what is the node module? What is the module in Node.js? Consider modules to be the same as JavaScript library, a set of functions you want to include in the application. Building modules include modules. So where HTTP require HTTP is the module. Okay, so require is the function with the name of the module. Okay, so if you want some modules, then we will use require. That's a thing. Okay, we will use require, and then there will be a module name. Okay, now your application has access to the HTTP module and is able to create a server. Okay, and by this code, you can create your own modules. Create a module that returns the current date and time. So export my date and time function, return date. Okay, again that's a great thing. Okay, how to export? How the exports keyword make the properties. Use the exports keyword to make the properties and methods available outside the module file. Okay, save the code about the my first module.js. Okay, include your own module. DT require okay, create server. Okay, and the date and time currently. Great notice that we used to locate the module. That means the module is located in the same folder as the Node.js file. Save the code above in a file called demo.modules.js and initiate the file. Okay. So okay. So this is the module. HTTP module. The built-in HTTP module is which allows Node.js to transfer data the hypertext transfer protocol. To include the HTTP module, we use require method, right? Node is a web server. The HTTP module can create a HTTP server that listens the server port and gives a response back to the client. Use the create server method to create an HTTP server. Okay, we use a create server function method to create a server. Okay, request and response. So request write hello world, response end the response. Write a response. Sorry, write a response to the client. Response write hello world, response end that will end the response. Okay, the server object listens on the port 8080. Okay, the function passed into the HTTP create method will be executed when someone tries to access a computer on port 8080. Okay, add HTTP header if the response from HTTP server is supported to display an HTML, you should include HTTP header with the correct content type. Okay. Example: the first argument, right head 200 content type text HTML. Okay, so this is used to change the HTML. Right, like we change the data of HTML using the JavaScript. Okay, if you know, so if we want to write some data in the HTML file, we use this function. That is write head. That's great. Read the query string. The function passed into create server as request argument that represent. Okay, so this is about HTML module and the file system. That's great. So tomorrow we will see like advanced about Node.js. So that's it about Node.js. I thought the Node.js will be something like a complex thing, but it's not really not a complex thing. Like it's like a server. So like it's these things are only about Node.js. See, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So nine things only in the Node.js HTML, Node.js, and then we will start Node.js MongoDB. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 333. Okay, so that's like three live streams. Like we'll see these three topics in the next live stream, three topics in the next live stream, topics in the next, and three in the next. So that should be a great. So this about the Node.js. So I thought Node.js is a complex thing, but it's really not. Okay, it's really not a complex thing. Like if I write mean tag, let's say about mean stack. Okay, so mean stack is a JavaScript based function, and technology stack is used to build dynamic website and web application. We need the acronomy of MongoDB, Express, AngularJS, and Node.js. So we completed Node.js. I thought let's we have completed Node.js. That's a great thing. Next, we'll do MongoDB. Okay, then we will go towards the Express, then we will go towards the AngularJS. Okay, which are the four that mark up the layers of the stack. Here is a brief. MongoDB is a NoSQL database that stores data. Express is a web application framework that built on Node.js. It uses to create routes, handles request and render views. AngularJS is a JavaScript framework that is used to build single-page web application. It is known for its two-way data binding and its ability to create complex and dynamic user interface. Node.js is a JavaScript runtime environment that built on Chrome engine. It is used to create server-side applications. Okay. So the min stack is popular choice for web development because it is a JavaScript based, which means the developers can use same language for both the front end and the back end of the application. This can be make development faster and easier. Additionally, the min stack is scalable and flexible, making it good choice for high traffic application. Okay, so JavaScript based, scalable, flexible. So we'll complete the min stack first, then we'll move to it the marine stack. Sorry, like the mean stack is I guess the mean stack is good because if we see then the Node.js is easy because we completed half Node.js today only and we'll complete the half Node.js tomorrow. Okay, then we'll move towards the MongoDB again. Okay, so that's a great thing. So tomorrow I guess we'll try. No, Tomorrow we'll complete about the Node.js, and then after completing Node.js fully, then we'll move towards the MongoDB. So I guess tomorrow's live stream will be about the advanced part about the Node.js. Okay, basics of Node.js, fundamentals of Node.js. Let's see. And the third live stream, like today is the fifth day, sixth and the seventh day will be like connecting the MongoDB with the Node.js. So let's see. So we'll connect the MongoDB with the Node.js, help of Node.js. So in the day 7. Okay, so that's it for today. I guess, yeah, that's it for today. That is like 55 minutes completed. I guess I was late, 5 minutes late. Okay, so this was about the today's live stream. Let's meet tomorrow, and tomorrow we will see about the Node.js and MongoDB. Okay, so yeah, so let's meet tomorrow. Okay, good night, take care, and keep coding, keep hustling. Okay, let's go. Bye.